Well, hello everybody. It is Sharon Wilson from Stampin' with Sharon, independent Stampin' Up demonstrator here in Australia. I hope you are going well. I've had a fairly busy week trying to pack everything away from my retreat last weekend. So we had the retreat last weekend. It went really well. There was 27 of us, and I had a fabulous time, and I hope everyone else did too. Pretty sure they did. There's many of them that have already signed up for my next retreat, so that is very exciting. My next one is in April. It's going to be 3 nights away, from about 4 o'clock on a Friday through to 2 o'clock on Monday. So it's 3 days, 3 nights, and yeah, it should be a lot of fun. And so if you're interested, please let me know, because I am starting to fill up now. I haven't got that many spots left before I'm full. So if you'd like to come along to my retreat in April, if you live in Australia, then please do. Or if you're visiting and you decide to come over to Australia for my retreat, I think yeah, you could do that. So, yes. But today I wanted to share with you a couple of things that I wanted to show you from retreat that we did. I have a little box of goodies that I received over the weekend, and things that I gave out as well as little gifts and stuff. So I've got to find them all. So when we go to retreat, I always have my little box and goodie bag that I give out. And then I have a few little gifts and stuff as we go along. And so it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy myself. But then everyone else, there's a lot of other people that attend that actually do what we call stamp fairy gifts, which is just little bits of joy that end up on your table when you go out to a meal or go to bed or anything like that. Sometimes there's little gifts and stuff. So I wanted to show you what a couple of those things were. So let me flick to my overhead camera. Whoop, into mode. So here are all the little goodies that I received. So this was one of the things that I was really excited about. This is one of my gifts. It's actually a key ring, and I will open it. Or will I? I don't know. Maybe I won't. I won't take a photo. Yes, I will. I'll open it. So I made these up. So the theme that we had was the gnomes, the kindest gnomes suite. And so with that, I tried to make lots of things using the gnome paper, as you do. And so these are one of the little gifts that I have, that I gave them. So it was in one of the little acetate boxes, and I cut up all this paper myself, all retired designer series paper. And it's got their initial on it. And then over the other side, you've got a little gnome. And then I also have a little toadstool. So it's a cute little key ring, and I just thought, I saw the toadstools and I thought, that's really cute. So I thought I'd buy the toadstools. I think they were from Amazon. And I did a little gnome and their initials. So it's, so just a bit of fun. It was just a little gift that they can keep and remember, hopefully remember the retreat that we had with the gnomes. What else was there that was mine? What were they? Oh, they're just cards. Don't need them. So one of the other things that someone did was some little lollies, some little treats. I think that, they're nerds. There you go. Chewy nerds. And someone in the medical field, obviously. I did a name tag for everybody. And I had these little pegs that I bought. So obviously these weren't in the gnome theme, but that's okay. Someone did the old style, the double dip. You know, it's basically sugar on sugar on sugar. Oh, I remember these from my childhood, and so it was something very, very, very cute. But something to give you a bit of a pick-me-up if you need it for crafting. Someone else did a little bag, so similar to the bag that I did last week, actually, but with some chocolates and some candy canes and stuff inside. Oh, this was a cute little one, and this was within the theme of the gnomes as well. And I think that's actually a little bit of soap in there from Lush, I think that is. Oh, this amazing lady, this is Michelle. She actually made some soap. So she'd made some soap herself. So handmade soap, and it's lemon myrtle. Smells beautiful. That's lemon myrtle soap. So there's lots of little gifts that people give, and it's really exciting and lots of fun to go, what's gonna land on my desk when I go out to breakfast, or what's gonna land on my desk when I go to morning tea or lunch, or so it's lots of fun. There's always lots of gifts. Just a little tissue box as well. So I'll just push that one off. And it's got a dimensional on there. So just a little bag of tissues, which is really cute. I think that's lovely. Really cute little gift. I don't know if I can get the ribbon back on. Oh. No, I can't get the ribbon back on. What else is there? Oh, just another little gift, something a bit simple. Oops, I think that's gone a bit skewy. Hang on. Oh, it goes like that. There you go. Just some chocolates. Oh, this was cute. Just a little reindeer, Rudolph. This was really cute. I don't think this is a Stampin' Up die, but that's okay. It's still a really cute little gift. Some post-it notes and a pen. A little handbag with some Velcro and some money. So this is a cute little handbag. It's only a piece of designer series paper, 6x6 by the look of it, from memory, from that from that time ago. This one's a cute little pull-out box with some chocolates in it as well. A little butterfly closure with a couple of little candles. So they're little gifts that, just to brighten your day and give you something a bit special on top of what you already receive. Another little box that's, I haven't, it's got a Ferrero Rocher in that one. So that's a cute little one. Just a little, what are the, party poppers, like not the party poppers, what are they called? Christmas cracker. Why can't I think of that name? So, and just a bit of chocolate in there as well. And this one is a slide. This one slides off. And inside is some more chocolates. Ooh, roses. Yum. You get lots of chocolate, which I love at camp. See if I can get that back on again. I don't know if I can. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Back on. And then I did this one, which was one of my other ones, and that was just a chocolate bar in there. So very simple, but a cute little chocolate bar. So that was all the Stamp Fairy gifts that were received. And some extra gifts, like some of the things that I gave as well. And so let's get into we might get into doing some card making. So I wanted to show you, I want to go back to the annual catalogue and get some more Christmas cards done, because it is only 44 days till Christmas. Morning, Nikki. How are you? We've only got 44 days till Christmas, so I thought I would make some more Christmas cards because I need more. You always need more Christmas cards. I always love sending out Christmas cards to people. I like them knowing that I've actually thought about them and wanted to send them something, even if it is just once a year, a letter just to say, hi, this is what we've been doing this year. but I always find it lots of yeah. I enjoy making cards, obviously, and so I like sending them as well. I'm not as good at sending them throughout the year, but at Christmas I tend to send a lot. So we're going to use the Forever Fern and the Christmas to Remember stamp set today. I'm going to go back to the 4 square cards from the other week that I made, and I'm going to use the Forever Fern. So this stamp set is a great stamp set that you can use for Christmas fairly easily, which is really nice. So we're going to use this one, and then we're going to just pair it with the Christmas to Remember. And this stamp set is absolutely lovely. I do have them marked in my catalogue too. So the Christmas to Remember is there. It's $41, and I think it's worth every cent, because you've got lots and lots of Christmas sayings. The Merry Christmas and Season's Greetings, I love the font in these ones as well. And it pairs beautifully with the Christmas season stamp set, which was out last year and came back again. Year before. Came back. This is a beautiful set. This was one of my favourites last year. And the Forever Fern is $42. And this one is, yeah, it's a beautiful set and quite versatile. You can use it for so many things. But yeah, Christmas is a great one, and yeah, you can use it for other stuff as well. So let's get started. So I'm going to do 2 different cards, or 2 different size cards. So I'm going to do the traditional one, which is the square. So I'm going to stamp down the center of the card both ways. And then I've got another one which I'm going to try and make 5 cards out of. So hopefully that works, and we'll see how we go. So I'm using Evening Evergreen, Soft Succulent, because these are 2 of my favourite greens. I'm going to miss them when they disappear next year. Cherry Cobbler, it goes beautifully with the greens. And then I've got some Sahara Sand as well. I think I'm going a bit out of focus because I keep moving. So let's try and stay in the same height. So just start with some Evening Evergreen, and I am just going to stamp randomly and then fill in the gaps as I go. I've made so many Christmas cards. I'm working on my husband's business Christmas cards now, and mine. So these ones I think will probably be for family and friends, I think. And tomorrow we have, as a demonstrator, we have our on stage. So it's like our annual conference that we have tomorrow. And so because I'm Silver Elite, I actually get to go to something called Centre Stage, which is like a manager's type of reception. So that'll be lots of fun tonight. Get in the swing of seeing other demonstrators after it's been so many years, way too many years since we've sort of all gotten together. So it'll be nice to see fellow demonstrators. Actually, a good tip is keeping your stamps on your stamp pads so that you don't accidentally grab the wrong ink, which I want to do occasionally. Yeah, I will get to see Nikki tomorrow, so yay! Can't wait to see people. I'll keep going that way. think I need to re-ink my cherry cobbler. All right, I think I might leave it with that now, and I'll bring in some of my Sahara sand. Just to add some texture or another dimension and fill it in a bit more. And remember, when I did these last time, a few weeks ago, you can always add more colour, more stamps to it if you need to. You can always go back. But I think I'm happy with that at the moment. So grab out your trimmer. I'll just move that one out of the way. Grab out the trimmer and trim down. I'm just going to trim it straight where I've got my score lines, and then I'll work out where I want to trim it down. I'll have them, I think I'm going to have them all going the same way this time, and just really simple. So a bit of simple stamping today, or mostly the same way. It won't quite go the same way. This one, oh, my blade just fell out. There we go. No, this down a bit more. So I'm just chopping it down to 10 by 14.4. 14.3, so 10 centimeters by 14.3. And then I've got cherry cobbler, soft succulent and evening evergreen card bases. And so I'm just going to fold them up. I'll just make them ever so slightly different. I could have brought some Sahara sand over as well, but I didn't. So I might go, yeah, I'll do another soft succulent. I realised I didn't bring my scissors or my bone folder over. And so just really, really simple. So because they're all very similar, that's the way they are. We've got a few sayings. So I've got friends like you make this season special. You've got the love and joy come to you and may it last the whole year through. So you can put this one on the inside. May this be a Christmas to remember and cherish. I do like this one. So let's stamp that one. And I'll go some Evening Evergreen, I think. I'm stamping off camera, sorry. Oh, underneath my head. It was underneath my head. And obviously you can add some embellishments to it, but if you want to keep it really simple, that's the way to keep it really simple. Very simple. I go cherry cobbler, and then we might switch to cherry cobbler and do Friends Like You Make This Season Special. My cherry cobbler obviously needs a bit of re-inking. And then I've got my seal. Not on the outside, not on the inside. I do like the darker colours, especially at Christmas. I do like the cherry cobbler and the Evening Evergreen. I think the colours are just beautiful. And so there's the 4 cards. So yeah, just very, very simple stamping. That's all it is, just stamps, ink and paper. And so for the other one, grab my grid paper again. So I don't know if you can see it on here, if I can get the right light. I don't think I can. You can sort of see a couple of the score lines. And so I've actually got a score line here, a score line straight down here, a score line just up to this score line, and then score lines there. And so I'm just going to work on those grids, and I'm going to just stamp where those grids are. So I'll be stamping all the way along there, and then there, here, and here. So hopefully that makes sense. It's a great way to get lots and lots of cards quickly. So it's fast becoming one of my favourite techniques, actually, because it is very much yep. You don't have to be perfect with it. Just get some ink to paper. Now this one, doing 5. I haven't done this before. This is a bit more newer to me, so I have just sort of done a couple of little that'll do sort of things as I want to do. I think I'm going to just make a bit more of a frame on a couple of these as well. Yeah, let's see how we go. What can happen? Just won't turn out as well as I want it to. And that's not the end of the world. Here's only paper. So move that one out of the way. Oh, yeah. Just trying to work out where I put everything now. I think this has actually thrown me a tiny bit because I'm trying to figure out where I put everything. I think I'm going to leave it like that. Let's see how we go with cutting this one down. So I'm going to start by trimming down the center, and so that's at 12 centimeters. And then these ones, they're 9 centimeters. Oh, just shy. Just shy of 9. It was meant to be 9. I'll just trim off a tiny bit there. It was meant to be 9 centimeters. See, that one's 9. And then this should be 9. Nope, a bit shy. That's right. Okay, so we've got little smaller cards. Morning, Sam. And so this one. Okay, so you need to chop off a bit more on this one. So this one I want to chop down to. Oh, I've got some of my mats for these ones. So bear with me. So this one I chopped down. This is just a standard mat, so I might just chop it down to there and see how we go. I might bring the trimmer back in, but at the moment. So I've got a couple of mats, so that's going to have to trim down a tiny bit more, I think, to make it give us the good frame that we want. Morning, Vaughn. How is everyone today? I want to trim it down a bit more than that, don't I? That's a bit better. Gives it a bit more of a frame. So I chopped that down to, what is it? So 12.9. 12.9 on that one. I might do the same on this one too. So some words. So there's also the "'Tis the Season," which I don't think it's quite going to cut it unless I do something else, but I'm not going to pull out any dies. I didn't want to do dies. I just wanted to do simple stamping. Simple stamping today. That was the plan. Simple stamping. That's what I'm planning. That's what I'm doing. I think we can do that one. May this Christmas. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do May this Christmas be a Christmas to remember and cherish. Right in the centre. Now, you know what I haven't done? I haven't done any of the Sahara sand with the little dots. So we might bring that one back in again. And cherry cobbler. I think we'll do the Friends. So just bring my grid paper back in. So obviously I would normally do this when it's on the paper, but I forgot. You know me, I get around to things eventually. Oh, I know what I can do with these ones. Because these ones are a bit more of an angle. So I think the dots do tend to just lift it a tiny bit more. So I have a Merry Christmas. Wondering whether I can get away with putting it on an angle. I don't think it's going to be as much of an angle as I need it to be. That may not work. So the other the other ones are have a Holly Jolly Christmas. I need something ever so smaller. Well, maybe that one will still work. I think that will still work. But I think I want it in cherry cobbler this time. In that one. Squeaky. So, just like a little bit of a frame. I like that one. This one. Let's go Merry Christmas right in the centre. We want to make sure this one's straight. And this one. Where's my stamp gone? It's right now here, right here. Let's see. I think a Holly Jolly Christmas will work in that one. Oh, let's just make sure that I'm stamping straight, shall we? Oh, I think it's a bit more forgiving, this one, so it's okay. Alright. I think we finished stamping. So, ink's away. And grab my stamp cleaner quickly. Do a quick clean. Just so I don't get ink on my cards or on me, because that is likely to happen. Okay, done. So I need to pull out all my card bases again. And this time I've got some larger ones, and I've also got some smaller ones. Smaller card mats is what I'm talking about. So I've just got some smaller mats which will frame it as well, like that. And so then and if you want to really add extra to it, you can add an extra frame. And then if you add it onto, so this is just extra layers, obviously. And so if you got some trim, I think my ribbons and everything are over near my desk. But if we stick with just stamps, ink and paper, we can add something extra to it as well. So we'll add on our mat. And so you can just leave it just like that. It adds a bit of extra something to that anyway. So I'm going to leave that like that one. Yep. And then, well, that's a bit big. That's the bigger ones. That's one of the bigger ones. So let's go to the smaller ones. That one. I've stuck with just 4 colours today, just to make it a bit easier. And I think when you're a card maker, you tend to have, I feel like you tend to have green, reds and greens and reds in your stash of cards. So I think it's, yeah, I think you should have that. So I think working with these colours, you should have 3 or 4 colours that you can work with to make some Christmas cards. You could change this up. You could do purples and blues. It's just something a bit different that you can, yeah, just, it's basically like a one sheet wonder, really. And you know how much I love doing one sheet wonders. Because the other thing you could do is you could always also add something down the bottom if you want to. But I think I'm just going to leave it as is. I'm liking it a bit off centre and having a bit of extra space. And so if you really wanted to, you could probably put another sentiment down here. So you could do a Merry Christmas down the bottom here as well. But I think they're quite pretty. I think the stamp set's absolutely gorgeous. So this is one of the bigger ones. And so I'm just going to, did I have another? No, I don't. I think I might go that. Oh, wrong one, wrong colour. Yep. Oh, actually, nah, this one. I've changed my mind. Let's fold this one up. So this is 9 cards in a very short amount of time that you can do. If you do a bit of prep work, obviously it helps the situation. It helps the process. but it hasn't taken me that long to make the cards. I do like red. And last one. I might trim this one down a bit more. I think. I could just mount it like that. Oh. Cardstock. Maybe I will just leave it. Okay. Simple decisions. 3 colours. I keep forgetting the one step of folding the card base. There we go. So that is our 4 cards. Take that one off. So there's our 5. There's our set of 5 cards. So yeah, this was the 5 square, I guess. 5 rectangle, I don't know. And then I also made these simple ones as well, which is the 4 square. Just so simple and so easy to make. It's just, yeah, it just makes, 9 cards really quick, obviously. So if you're needing some cards, grab yourself a couple of stamp sets, grab yourself some colours and try this technique. It's a bit of trial and error really for cards. I worked on, if you start with the standard size card mat, which is usually 10 centimetres by 14.3, then you've, you can make some 4 quick cards, really quick, 4 quick cards, quickly, simply. And then if you want to step it up, you change it so that you're actually making 5 cards at once, like I did with my paper. So 5 rectangles, and just work through the measurements. So it's very, very simple, it's very easy. And I'm happy with how they've actually turned out. As I said, very simple cards, very simple stamping. So anyone can do this. It is very, very easy and quick. And so I hope you've enjoyed watching me do that. And I'm glad I've inspired you to try it today, Nikki. It is a fun technique. It is quite fun. Just going to move my water out of the way so I can see what I need to do. Let's go back to me. I might also so next week, I'm not sure what I'm going to do next week. It's always fun to work out what I'm going to do. I had one idea this morning and then changed my mind and went with these instead, because I thought these will be quicker and easier for me to sort of focus on. But yeah, tonight I get to go to what we call centre stage, which is our manager's reception, which will be fun with my upline Morel, the amazing Morel. So I get to go to centre stage, and then tomorrow get to spend time with my team. There's only 4 of them going from my team this year, but that's okay. We'll have some fun. There'll be 5 of us, and then there's some of Morel's team as well, so I think there's about 13, 14 of us going, which will be good. And so we'll get to see everyone and catch up and see brand new catalogue. So There's a brand new mini catalogue coming out in January. So if you're keen to find out what's actually in it, maybe you should sign up. Maybe you should join Stampin' Up. You get a discount on all of your purchases. Each time you get 20% discount on all of your purchases. So it's a great time to join. Actually, any time's a great time to join. Whether there's a promotion or not, it's a great time to join. So yeah, join my team. It's lots of fun. If you want to have a look at my, check out my retreat, you can look at ProCRAFTinators Retreat on Facebook, and I have put all my information there and all the groups, all the details of when my next retreats are. So I'd love to have you join me. That's all for now. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day and a lovely weekend, and I will see you again next time. Bye.